One person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully. That's how you understand what a ritual is.
Not Shaboozey. They didn't turn Shaboozey to Shabootay. In the video, when he posing taking pictures, you can literally tell that he's uncomfortable.
Feeling great, man.
What are you wearing? Who you wearing?
Hey, Shaboozey. You'll know if I step me out here turning this way forward.
Shaboozey, you know you dead wrong for this, Shaboozey. Now, Shaboozey, come on, gang. Shaboozey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know how I feel about this, gang.
Shaboozey and his Met Gala look still got people talking loud online, and not in a good way. Folks are saying this might be even more proof that Katt Williams wasn't just ranting when he warned about Hollywood's so-called humiliation rituals. Yeah, you heard that right. The same rituals where black celebs, especially men, are allegedly pushed into wearing wild stuff to get publicly clowned. Way back, Katt called out the infamous dress ritual.
You don't care how people feel about the ritual. It's about, does following the ritual work?
Where black male stars are supposedly nudged into wearing dresses to symbolically strip them of their masculinity. But now, Katt says it's deeper than that. In one of his recent interviews, he straight up said, people focusing on what someone's wearing are missing the real game being played. He claimed the outfits are just part of something way darker, throwing in words like occult, elite control, and even Baffin worship.
Shaboozey, how you feeling, man?
Feeling amazing. I'm feeling great, man.
What are you wearing? Who you wearing?
Hey, Shaboozey. You'll know if I step
He ain't answering that question. He don't know. He ain't got a clue what he wearing. I promise you he don't. Somebody told that man to put that on, and he did. I mean, out here looking like somebody auntie. This dude's supposed to be a country artist.
Yeah, it got real spooky, real fast. And while some folks keep labeling Katt as a paranoid conspiracy guy, others are screaming he's been warning us this whole time. So now the question is, did Shaboozey just take part in some ritual on the biggest fashion night of the year? Or is the internet just in its usual spiral? Let's break it all the way down. Real quick, if you're deep into this convo, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and tell us what you think in the comments below. Whose side you on? We want to know. Now, let's talk about this whole humiliation ritual trend. It's become a go-to explanation every time a celeb pops out wearing something straight up confusing or acts.
Like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in a trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here.
Totally out of character. Whether it's Caitlyn Jenner's Vanity Fair cover, Sam Smith rolling into the red carpet like a human balloon, or Will Smith smacking Chris Rock in front of the world, people keep throwing that ritual label around. Bianca Censori pulling up practically naked to the Grammys, same deal. John Cena covering his whole fit with just one envelope, Doja Cat rocking a fake black eye for a Balenciaga show. It's all feeding this theory. The ritual idea is now viral. And even though a lot of folks brush it off as pure paranoia, there's a growing wave of people who think it's all by design. Like there's an elite rule book full of creepy symbols, fake scandals, and loyalty tests. So when Shaboozey, or as some folks call him, She-Booze, hit the Met Gala in that loud turquoise crop jacket, matching pants, and that bold chain across his chest, Twitter lit up.
What? You don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're right. So why don't we just not do it? Because I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress. Oh, come on, Dave. Listen, we got it all set up. We're supposed to shoot. Every minute you waste costs this much money. You know, the pressure comes in.
People weren't just looking at the clothes. They were talking initiation ceremony vibes. They pointed out how turquoise is often linked to spiritual awakening. And then others noticed how off Shaboozey looked in the photos. He wasn't cheesing or flexing. He looked tense, stiff. And right when folks started whispering ritual, Katt's name shot back into trending like clockwork. Fans started pulling out old clips and interviews where Katt broke it all down, saying it was never just about the dress. When Katt first started talking, people clowned him, said he was losing it, bitter, out of touch. But now that energy's flipping. More and more people are digging into his interviews.
But the minute it was clear, I was adamant. I'm not wearing the dress. I'm not wearing the dress. All right, fine. Think of something else. Guy comes back 10 minutes later. The whole new scene. Hot damn, how did you write the scene so fast?
Calling him a truth teller who saw what was coming. Katt always said Hollywood doesn't just praise talent. It rewards obedience. According to him, if something goes viral, it's because they let it. Let that sink in. And here's the other layer to it. This long-running idea that Hollywood loves to push black men into feminine roles or strange outfits to chip away at their image and strength. When they shine too hard, they get tested, they get challenged, and Dave Chappelle saw it too. Way back in 2006, sitting with Oprah, he told us straight up that he got pressured into wearing a dress for a comedy scene. But it wasn't just a joke to him, he felt like it was a test. Dave wasn't having it. Told the producers the scene didn't even make sense.
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. You got to know that you're a brand. I'm a brand. You need to protect your brand at all times.
And after noticing how many other black men were ending up in similar setups with outfits and roles that didn't match their brand, he started connecting the dots. It didn't feel like fashion. It felt like mockery, dressed up to look like laughs. And just like Katt, he started stepping back, watching the industry with a whole different lens. But instead of respecting Dave's choice, the director didn't let it go. He came back with the whole crew, basically trying to pressure Dave into giving in. But Dave held his ground. He didn't budge.
The new pope is 9-year-old Oscar nominee, Quvenzhané Wallace.
Wow.
And here's the crazy part. Dave told Oprah they already had a whole version of the script that didn't involve the dress. So if it wasn't needed, why push so hard? That's when it hit him. This wasn't just about comedy. It felt like a test, a loyalty check. Will you play along or not? Kind of moment. Now later, when Kevin Hart was asked about all this, he kind of brushed it off. Said he'd never do anything to mess with his brand. But then, boom.
So, you know, some of us make choices. I think it's not a biggest choice for others. I'm saying at the end of the day, Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are gonna say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress wearing people before him. So now we had Big Mama's house 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I've never seen Madea in a pantsuit. I think she wears dresses. So now I'm saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his turn next.
Okay.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them.
Not long after, Kevin shows up on SNL, wearing a dress, playing a female pope in a skit that went viral. And whether it's a random moment or something deeper, what happened next was wild. Kevin's career went crazy. Movie deals, endorsements, world tours, sold out stadiums. The man was everywhere. Same year that happened, Katt Williams was out doing press for Scary Movie 5. And of course, someone brought up the men in dresses conversation. Katt didn't hold back. He said this Hollywood game has been running like this for decades. According to Katt, it all comes down to whether you choose to join what he calls the secret club, the one run by the gatekeepers. And if you say yes, things open up fast. If you say no, they push you out the frame. Over the years, people have dragged Katt's name through the mud, calling him everything from a conspiracy theorist to homophobic.
That's what makes information so powerful is, you don't care how people feel about the ritual. It's about does following the ritual work. Yeah. And so you can fool yourself into thinking there isn't one, but the evidence will be clear. So like when I be like, oh, these guys are wearing dresses. Everybody's like, oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses. No, it's not.
That is a weird thing.
It's not like that. Look at it from a different way. Look at it. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully. That's how you understand what a ritual is.
Especially for the way he talks about men in dresses as a form of emasculation. But Katt stood on business. He didn't flinch. And in his recent interview on Joe Rogan's podcast, he doubled down once again. He told Joe that folks are getting stuck on the dress talk when that's just the surface. The dress is the distraction. What it really represents, symbolism. According to Katt, it's one of many ways the so-called elites test a celeb's loyalty, obedience, and submission. And just when you thought it couldn't get deeper, Katt took it there. He claimed all these outrageous celebrity outfits, the public shaming, the weird scandals, even the rumors of a trans agenda are all connected to what he described as BMT worship.
So 20 years ago, I knew that transgenders was going to be a thing. It wasn't because I was a prophet. It's just I had gotten so much information that I understood that things are secular. So I understood that the earliest I had seen that word transgender was Baphomet, the transgender. And so I knew that in the ritual of Baphomet, the transgender, to show allegiance to him, you had to kiss his ass ring.
Really?
And it said both of those things. So I knew that both of those things would become popular in the future. And that somehow calling people the GOAT would be normalized over the sheep being always the most popular reference.
Within elite Hollywood circles. Yeah, it got real dark, real fast. Now, flipping it back to Shaboozey, not everyone's buying the ritual talk. A lot of fans had his back, saying people are reading way too much into it. They pointed out that Shaboozey was on theme with this year's Met Gala, elevated tailoring and black men's style. One fan said, it's literally the Met Gala. What do y'all expect him to wear? A polo shirt? Another added, do y'all even know what dandyism is? That's our history. Black men started that. Still, not everybody's convinced. Tons of folks online are saying, this ain't about fashion at all. That the symbolism behind it is loud if you're paying attention. One comment read, it's giving humiliation ritual. Again, people trashing him online, calling him names. That's the real ritual. And another said, he knew exactly what he was doing. That look wasn't just style. Met Gala is all about symbols and soul contracts. So what do you think? Is Katt Williams just reaching? Is all this ritual talk just a wild conspiracy theory blown out of proportion? Or is there really something deeper going on behind the fame, fashion, and flashing lights? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let us know which side you're on. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss the real stories behind the glam.